Hola, hola, buenos tardes, buenas tardes, buenas tardes. I am so looking forward to living in the Spanish speaking country so I could just get on with that. It's amazing how you could feel like a totally another person in another place. I feel like one way here and I feel like another way there, like when I'm traveling abroad. So anyway, but it's influencing this video, so that's why we brought it up. So I wanted to talk to you about the process of my home and where we're going with this. So let me just show you. So we know that this wall, remember this is the green wall, everybody. And the green wall, I loved it. No, I didn't. You know what? When I first, the idea of it, I loved. Hey, Sean Diallo. I got to stay creative. Like, this is ways for me to be here now. And one way I stay in the moment is to stay creative. If you see me making a lot of YouTube videos, it's because this is how I'm staying creative. And I'm also like getting the inspiration and hurriedly passing it on. So that's why I've been on fire because I feel like I got a lot of time. I feel like I got a lot of time. I don't know. It's a lot of time to think. Like, this happens to me. I don't know about y'all, but ask yourself this. This might happen to you. Ladies, comment. Anybody replay on now. Do you find this, maybe it's natural that in November and December you're more contemplative, you go within more? Maybe it's because, like, people make New Year's resolutions. Maybe that's a reason because, like, it feel like a good time to do something different. If I always feel like this November, so this is a great opportunity for me. Instead of like drowning in the silence or eating the silence or whatever, just like use it to create. So this is why if I'm talking on YouTube a lot, this is my creative outlet. I don't know if I ever told you that. Since this is Afrocentric home decor and style, something you should know about me. Talking is my creative outlet. Sharing, teaching, growing, learning, like I love all of it. So don't let this title, like we're gonna get a new title for this thing. Not so new. We're gonna add a word or two because it's not just. So anyway, my moods reflect my home and my home reflects my mood. And I think it does yours too. So I put this green color on. Let's look at this green color. You can see it much better. It's really pretty, right? But I don't know. And I knew I said I wanted forest green. I went to the store and described it. It wanted to be in the darkest of the greens on the palette. But I really wanted it, I thought. Because I was must have been. I remember, which is funny, I know what it was. Remember when I first moved here, what did I put on the wall? It was the shower curtain with the green background and the Lauryn Hill looking chocolate girl. Remember? So she looked kind of, I wanted to act like she looked inner, reflective, but she kind of almost looked sad, like still mourning. I don't know. So I guess I was still mourning because I just got out of my divorce. That's what I'm thinking because I felt. So I took her off. Don't you remember with the shower curtain? Hey, girl, you got it right with the shower curtain. I took her off. I know, right? I took her off. And then what happened? I put the green wall back. So I took the shower curtain off and still put the shower curtain back on. So the green, as soon as I got it, you remember, I was like, you know what? I am so not feeling this dark, foresty color. It's like I grew up in astrology, like learning. My family, we believed in all of that. That was a big part of our lives. That's how we asked people what was their sign before we would ask them what was their name. I mean, that's how deep we were into it, right? So we believe those signs. I still do. And I believe that Leos are lions and lioness are in forest. And I used to tell myself it's like I'd rather be in the forest than in near the water. I believed that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm a Leo. I'm supposed to believe that. But in actuality, it's changed. And I now have traveled, so I know I could say something like really for sure. And maybe that could change, of course. But I really, really, really like being close to the water. Like it works for me. It really works for me. So I like that feel now. And it's this green wall. Let's look at the wall so you can get this. This green wall is not the feel. So it stopped being the feel real quick. So yeah, another like part I realized about the house and what I don't like about it, and I don't like about like I would look for something different is in the wintertime, ladies, if you buy a door like this, if you buy an apartment, house, whatever, with French doors or doors like this, that's probably is not weatherproofed, that ear is serious, and it will jack up your electric bill for nothing, your power bill for nothing. Hey, Lakeisha, because that draft that comes in, yes, of course, it has the blinds, but it also, you can put in heavy drapes. All that will help tremendously. I just want you to know that having no wall, and it's very cold, like you can't get warm down here. So in actuality, you waste the room. So what I'm gonna tell you, what I'm gonna do, because I have to do, I did it last year and I see why. I gotta let's get up so I can show y'all. Says this room is not habitable to me unless, I just don't want to keep buying stuff when I know I'm moving. So I could say, oh, I could get drapes, but I don't want to keep buying stuff. So what I had last year, and this little seat, I had to put this little seat upstairs because and stay up there. So basically all winter, because I just moved in November last year, so winter was my first season. Soon as winter came, clearly this was a useless room, and really at all points, all of it's going to be a useless room because let's say it all together, y'all. I have too much space, or to put it this way, I don't really need all of this space. I don't need it, and y'all know I don't need it. I don't need all of this space. So I'm just being honest. I think at some point, I'm just trying to help you ladies too. Maybe y'all get a little epiphany while watching. But maybe you got too much space too. I mean, it's okay. We're Americans, North Americans, and we're used to a lot of space, but it's a waste of money, time, effort, and you could be buying more stuff or doing more things that you really want to do. So I think we should talk about all aspects of home, and one of them is downsize if you need to. It's no who you trying to impress. How is it fulfilling you? You do not need all the rooms. And I promise you that extra cash will go on more things for you to create. There's other things that you want to do, but we living in places that are way beyond. I'm not saying beyond, if you not beyond our means, you can't afford it. But do you need it? And what else could you be doing with that? Because who wants it? You got a bigger house, you got to heat more of it. I'm only one person. But I'm glad. So listen, y'all. Moving is good. That's why, again, Sharon, she's so fabulous. Like I don't get to really even watch her. I just know her personality now just by watching her the times that I did. And it's very much, she'll move in a minute. I get it. I think it's too realizing what it ain't. And what it ain't to me is a whole bunch of rooms. I'd rather have the rooms, a space with the place, look exactly of what I want, need, and desire, than just a big house just to say, or a big apartment just to say I have one. And I feel like I'm not sure, I'm not saying, hey, Emma, I'm not saying that I didn't get caught up or not. I didn't think I did. I thought for me it was a safe place. And yes, I'm a mom. Ladies, another tip. Moms, that's not really moms, like the same. Your child has grown up, went away to college, or wherever they go when they get about 18, right? Just a little tip. Especially a divorcee mother. For the divorcee ladies with the child that just left, now you left, let me say this. This is only your first place. The first place when you first leave is a place, but a lot of times you hold on to the past. So like y'all, I don't need 2 bedrooms. I didn't need 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. But the mommy in me, there's always that part of me. My daughter's like graduating soon, right, from college. But the mom thing, that take a long time. I don't know if that ever leaves you that you think I should get a place for me and my child, or my child just because she get out of college, where she gonna go? Yeah. So a part of it was still me thinking in that mommy way, like, oh my God, it's my child, and she coming home, And then she keep telling me, keep going, mom. She's like, mom, you can do it. Don't like live your life. So I figure this is like the first place. But also another thing, ladies, as you grow and come out of a divorce, especially my ladies that are getting divorced, this is real human beings on this channel, so that could be happening. I cannot be the only one. I'm actually divorced. Just got divorced. So 1 year in my new place. For the new people that are coming onto the Afrocentric channel, I have been recently with my husband for 8 years. We have been divorced for 1 year, and 1 year anniversary celebrating living in this apartment, townhouse, beautiful home that I have for 1 year. But now I know what happens is in that 1 year, especially if you have the child left, the husband left, You get to know yourself. And I, for all the new people and a refresh with old people, I started learning another language, which is Spanish, and traveling. And I know myself so well. So now, 1 year later, I'm back in my own apartment in North Carolina, in Durham, and I'm actually moving abroad. And so, to move abroad, what I'm feeling is I don't have to do this abruptly. This can be planned out well because I got time. My lease, my lease, as many of you know, my lease is not up until next year in November. So I still, but I figure not that it will take that long. There's no way I'm staying here that long. I'm just gonna let y'all know. So just so you know, we're gonna move this energy ahead. And because Spirit said it could take a second, we put ourselves in that. It's got to take a long process. But what I'm essentially saying is, I want to start unpacking. So, updates, stories, updates. I'm just like I said, I'm probably going to let them come in to put the yellow in. So while I get out, I'll have a nice, pleasant yellow. But I'm not even going to spend time down here. And I forgot that in a minute, I saw a big difference on my power bill when I just didn't come down here because it heats, of course, and heat rises. So as it was upstairs was heating up and holding the heat even better, of course. So I just stayed up there. So it shows you I don't need a lot of space. That's not where I want the bulk of my money to come, especially on something that I don't own or that I'm not, I don't have a deed to. So I'm going to take this opportunity to move abroad, and I'm going to also take this opportunity to really just more focus on and bring you in on the truth. I'm moving and we're packing up. So what I'm gonna do with every room, I'm gonna pick a room a week. I'm gonna pick as long as that room take. And I can do it with you right now. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna evaluate every single piece and really decide if I love them. Because what I would want is I'm gonna get a storage because I don't know if I'm brave. I don't feel like I need to give away my stuff that I still love. I'm like y'all. I'm not a minimalist. Not really. I could be, but I'm not. I like my stuff, so I don't have to choose. Before I was like, I have to choose sell, not sell. No, listen, get me a story. So what I'm gonna do is look at all the things that I really want to keep and everything else that's not the truth. I can look through this already. Anything of statues and masks, yes. Gifts, anything that's structured, you know, Dollar Tree flowers, no. Candles, anything can go. All these little light candles, they can go too. Even the flowers, the things behind. But even this is a Kanara for Kwanzaa. Not so in love with it. So figurines, yes, but trays, no. A lot of stuff gone. So, and really just go through everything and then go through again and again for one room and decide the pieces that I'm absolutely going to store. In other words, keep. The 2 tables, I already told you no. The 2 lamps, no. Even this thing, no, don't even matter. They could have it. So there's so many things that it's not absolute like I love because I want to be able to, if I came back to the States, I could have an instant apartment. I would have the big pieces. The big pieces are store my couch, my bed, and any furniture pieces I like. Y'all know I like that love seat in the front. That futon love seat, the bed, the couch, and probably the table. Because I always love this talking about this table is just love this table. But everything else, when I start going secondly, the display thing, don't even really need it. I'll let that go too. Not an absolute piece. And then, so that's what I'm going to do with every room. Rather than get new stuff, just get rid of the stuff. Same thing, I'm going to come in here. Do I need that pantry? Do I need that exact table? No, I don't, actually. This is even broken. I'm not broken, this part to get the water out is broken. So, really start. Definitely not in love with the carpet. I'm not going to keep that. And probably going to let all the baskets go. I'm just keeping them because I got them. And go there. That one's a little unique to me. That's something I like. I'm going to remember. And so my goal is to do that in every room. Let's go upstairs. My goal is to do that in every room. And just even some of the stuff I just bought from Roses, I don't want to really take that stuff. all of this. And those things, I will, of course, allow people to buy. No, I'm not going to throw it out, but and just keep going. Almost everything in here, like I don't even care what's in the baskets. I couldn't care less. Like I would just, if I really was about it. And all this jewelry is going and everything hanging on the wall because I've not used this in the whole year that I've been here. Not one piece. Not one. Everything on the wall, of course, except for my daughter's picture and a few, personal things, personal items, pictures. This all gone. The table eventually can be gone, but right now it's working for me. So, of course, no, the table's been working for me. I'm going to let that go, too. I don't love it. It's not as practical, and it's kind of, but maybe, because in one way it is, because I don't have a lot of clothes, because I'm getting down to that. I love this piece. I'm not giving this away. I want y'all to know this is a unique ass piece, And I do. I love this too. I love this too. Like, and you know what's so fun about this project? It's making me realize, like pieces I really do, like I love, and I realized I was choosing before, like either I get rid of everything and I hurry up and do it, or I don't. I keep it all and stay here. Spirit said you can have both. You can keep your stuff and leave, because that's what I really want. I want to be somewhere else, but I want my precious stuff. So wherever I go and I settle in the world, it won't be so much that I'll have to ship if I really want that. And sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. And I think there are things that you should pass down to your children. So speaking of that, I'm going to keep all of my quilts. Y'all know, let me start the tradition. I can't go back and get the quilts that was lost in a fire that my grandmother and my great-grandmother made together. You know what I'm saying? And my aunt, like, but okay, that's okay. I started my own tradition of quilts, and now my daughter and me, when I come here, I love this. And these I would like eventually, whatever country I decide to settle, I would like to have some of this stuff if needed. If not, yes, of course, it's my precious stuff, right? So I get to do that. You decide. That's gonna go. Although I keep that up so much, I obviously love this. Let me be quiet. I obviously, no, nobody gets it. You got that one piece you love. You don't like it enough. No, that thing, that's cosmic to me. Like I love that. I love that dang thing. It's just so simple. But everything from travel, yes. Actually, I like everything in here. Like I would keep everything, and I'm just looking. Of course, I wouldn't need the fan. I wouldn't keep a fan. I would those mirrors. I wouldn't keep those at all. I'm keeping no. I don't know. Those two stay with me. And I like the mirror, so I got it, but I don't think I would keep that mirror. I don't think so, because it's too square, and I'm not really into square anymore. I'm not into square. This is my stuff. These rugs, it's just one of my things. It's like, you can't tear me away. Like, these rugs in another country would be the dopest. These rugs on my own new floor. So this whole dang room, my room, not dang, this whole precious room, even the curtains. I love my curtains. They'll be with me forever. But in here, all my African clothes, that's what I do. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep every last piece that I got, because they don't go out of style. Anytime I need them, I can pull them out. Like, they ain't bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying? They doing they thing, being African right over here. So we're going to keep all of that. And I think the few books this is all I got as far as all the books I used to own in my life and videos, I'm keeping those. But then whatever's in here, this could go, all of that can go. And I think some of it is just kind of worn and I don't really like it anymore. So basically, in this room, everything basically I'm keeping. Definitely that chair. I'm going to probably let that vase go. It's good. It's pretty. I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm not loving it. I don't know. Whatever. This table, no, I keep such a great, I'm going to take that from outside, that wicker. Because I like my things abroad. I don't want furnished apartments abroad. Those apartments be horrible. Ugh, I hate them. Apartments be horrible, y'all. The apartments, the furnished ones, the furnishings is terrible. I don't know, not all of them, but what I saw. So I'd rather come into a apartment abroad with a little bit of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then this, I'm getting rid of a lot. Like y'all gonna be with your mouths. It's gonna be dropped. We ain't gonna live here long, because once I get rid of everything, it's gonna be too cold up in here, and then I'm gonna have to leave. Everything I decide that I'm gonna look. But since I have not looked up here in a year, I'm expecting everything up here to go, including the baskets. We're going to downsize some more on the clothes. We ain't done yet. Now, these clothes here, which most of them are coats here, and summer dresses, and then that there, that's really all my clothes, and of course the African. So no, see, I can say that it just keeps going. Wait, what is all this? And then more down here. I know whatever's down here, I haven't even touched, and these that's empty, and this is basically empty. All this is going to be gone, and this is a basket with like real keepsakes of me and my daughter. That stays. That stays. All these extra frames. I got all these extra frames. I got pillowcases. Just need pillow or pillows. Need pillowcases. They're going. So the whole closet would not come to storage. So I just want my storage to be. I don't want to have two storages. I think you understand. I don't do that, and I don't need to do that. And now, like when I pick stuff, I'm only picking stuff that's meaningful. Oh yes, and y'all know I love. I think y'all do. Y'all know I love. I love this hamper. The elephant, like I score. Like that's such a freak. Some things are a score. I don't think I remember my ex looked at this was like she going to like romper room. Was she regressing or something? Like I'm sure he couldn't understand. He thought I was probably going to kid romper room. But that the Indian, the cat, and the oh no, seriously. Love that. Stuff that I thought I was never gonna be living without was all the baskets, and now I realize I can. Because let me just tell you, there are baskets around the world you would want to make room for in your home. You understand what I'm saying? The other thing is why I want to let go is because I want new stuff. I've been around the world, okay? They got baskets, of course, round ones, more colorful ones. Just like, yes, I wouldn't put any of these squared. I'm getting away from the square. I want to get more into back. I used to be in the round, but I was like, I'm stuck on the round. Now I want more round. Too much square. But so basically, this is the stuff I want to put in storage. I showed y'all the stuff. Yeah, so something one bedroom for sure because I like the idea of my bedroom and my living room separate. I don't want a studio. I don't want that. That would drive me nuts. I know me. Because I still want space enough to feel like I decorated or have room to decorate. But I don't need all this. Now I could, when I'm bored, instead of just sitting around saying, oh my God, I got to change the space up, I could like go dance or take a theater class or just meet people and have siestas and all that other good stuff. So, yeah, y'all. So this is the things I'm doing. So I'm moving. So I just want to keep us all in the clear. I'm moving and we're unpacking. I don't have a date. I will have it closer when I get everything done. I got a lot to get done. I got to figure out how you sell the car. Best basically that's a big thing. And I want to also save money for the boom. But it's just to me like I'm gonna be honest, and I think y'all would agree. Either way, I would be moving because I definitely outgrew this spot. I outgrew this spot, and I didn't know a lot then. Now I know it's too big. It's not necessary. It's just throwing money down the drain, and I like my money to be in my hands now. So I'm very excited. So I'm not really tripping. That's why my mind body ain't went over there and got the thing painted because it ain't really like that. And even in the time to stay, even while I'm still here, I just want you to know this. I'm going to be taking a couple of trips before I even eventually just move out to the country. Like, I'm done, but I'm going to make it the best. It's just, I'm Spirit told me to say this. It's just one residence that I'll be having. And right now, it's not a good investment. And I'm really into good investments. So since this is not a good investment, I think from that point of view, we could all learn from all of this that, hey, we don't always need the biggest house. You can see all that. That sounds fun, but my mother said no matter how much money you have, I remember, no, it was a grandmother. I can't remember who said it, but no matter how much money you have, you still don't want to waste any. And that's just a smart, yeah, that was Diana Ross's daughter. Diana Ross's daughter, I forget her name now, I know you know, but that was, I remember seeing her on a show once, and she said that no matter how much money you you don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste it. Tracy Ellis Ross. So I don't do that. I think your money should be used for the things that you really want it for. So having a house that's too big, having too many cars, too much insurance, too much registration, like it's not really necessary, and I'm okay with letting go. I'm okay letting go and letting more come in and being. Like I said, I'm ready to decorate in other areas. So my focus, let's go over it again, is every room because I don't think it's gonna be like, let's face it, no, I'm not gonna just start one room. I know me, I'm gonna start looking, and it's gonna be a lot of trash bags. I'm sorry, landfill. I'm gonna try to make it all very compact, um, with some things that's probably just really trash, and then just make decisions. So that basically what I want is when you come in here, of course it's gonna be boxes, but it won't really be boxes because everything that I don't need, desire, love, somebody else will. So I got the idea that I'll be able to give everything that's not garbage, it's just not needed for me, away or sold. I'm gonna sell everything. But I mean everything that I don't want. Do you get what I'm saying? Not the things that I do. How cool is that? Like that's such a great compromise. It's not even a compromise, it feels good. It makes me feel comfortable. It makes me say, okay, you're not moving because you're afraid to leave your stuff. You don't want to sell it because you think you're going to want it later. Let's solve that. Keep the stuff you absolutely love, and a lot of this you're not. Let somebody else be blessed with it. So you got to pay for the stuff you really, really wasn't vibrating on anymore. You know what I'm saying? You got like everything you wanted. So yeah, so I'm loving it. And there's something funny, but the seeing this blank wall, I'm honestly, it's weird. It feels weird in here. The table's clear as well. Just about, took all the tablecloth off, all the books, everything. It feels like somebody who's moving. And I kind of like the vibe. I kind of like that I'm not really here. So it's good. So yeah, if that place is too big, ladies, let it go, especially my women who are coming from out or through a divorce. You might have moved out, you're empty nester, your child is on their way, is off to college, in college, just all of it. Just go the 4 years before I start, because I'm 4 years in now with the empty nester and a year in with the, post divorce, and you'll really find yourself in that first year, and you'll really be able to have a life that reflects the who you are. It's just natural. You just had a chance to just grow and shine and decide, and so So yeah, like I said, every place I've lived in, I never went back to live again. I started thinking about who I was. I left my New York when I was about 21, 22, moved to Vegas, and in 8 months, it was not enough culture at that time for us. That was in the 90s. Like, there wasn't much for us to do coming from New York, so we went back home. But I had visited California, and I'd fallen in love with California in the 8 months that I lived in Las Vegas. And I was like, Vegas, California, yes, no offense, Vegas people. I'm sure it's a great place now. That was early. Anywho, and then, because we enjoyed it, we loved it. I was where freedom came. It was like some people went to college, and I, at that age, older at that point, 21, 22, went to Vegas. And it was great. I learned a lot, and I grew in very many ways. I never really realized that. It matured me in a lot of ways. Because prior to that, everybody in my neighborhood was from my neighborhood. They never left the neighborhood. I was living in the projects, White Cough Projects, Brooklyn, New York. So yeah, so it was like I had seen what nobody else seen, and I just went from the East Coast to the West Coast. But in my neighborhood, like that was big. I just thought about that now, like, you ain't. So when I came back, New York was looking small to me. Yes, it's not even the place we traveled to, because when I came back from Las Vegas, New York looked tiny. I just felt like I saw the world. I was like, I have been out there. And I was like 21, 22. But I had visited California, and I fell in love with it. And once I visited in the winter because I wanted to see how cold it could get, because I was in Northern California, y'all. It was so cool because I'm coming though from New York. When I saw that Bay Area code, I was like, this ain't nothing. I'm looking for my tripod. I was like, oh no, this ain't nothing. This a piece of cake right here. This a piece of cake. They don't get cold. That's what I was thinking compared to growing up in New York. So I decided, I was like, I'm going to move there. And 4 months later, I was there, honey. I was there. I lived in a duplex with my white boyfriend. Yes, that was the time. Story time. This is story time. I didn't even know it. That's obviously is. With my white boyfriend, I was like, well, I was not attracted to him in one least bit. Just if we could tell the truth, let's just tell it. So anyway, girl had to do what she had to do. Anyway, I got to Cali. Cali was great. Kicked it with homie. Called my girl up 3 months later. Was like, hey, bring a friend when you try. I was like, look, this is hard. I cannot do this alone, okay? So you need to come to California because you ain't doing nothing right now. And she was the one that moved to Vegas with me. And she came. A month later, she came, and it was good. And after that, we moved from, I was living in Berkeley, California. So Berkeley, I love Berkeley. Berkeley opens you up to it all. It is all possible. It is all happening now. Berkeley, my 22 years in California, that's where you could say my spiritual side of my business side, all of it grew. But it was really my spiritual side. That's a very special, special place. So if somebody's watching it and was thinking about should they move to California, yes. Don't let the price fool you because it's that expensive for a reason. It's a mythical, very wonderful place as far as the vibe, the energy, the movement. It's a little too stagnating for me because I feel like it keeps you in a time warp instead of the time machine. It's like welcome to Hotel California. You check in, but you really don't. And then you check in and you check out. It's yeah. So it's a great place. It's a great place to check out. That would be the place you would do that. It would be sunny California. That's the checkout place. And I truly love it because checkout is damn sure necessary. So after I wanted to stay there for all of it. I thought we going to do this. Like I was in a 1 bedroom apartment. That's when I first started doing YouTube, y'all. I was in that was my apartment my daughter was born in. My daughter is 23 now, going to be 23 next month, maybe even a couple of weeks from now, December 3rd. And so, yeah, so I loved it. California houses, they're just old. Some of them you can get they're famous for their, at least the Bay, for their Victorian homes. And that's a wonderful style. It's a little too, after I actually went in one, it was just way too grand for me. I started thinking of every jacked up 1940 movie that, and just other stuff that was happening up. I don't know. I didn't like it once. I thought, I was dreamt, I was like, oh yes, Victorian style home, I want one. Then I got one. I mean, then I was in one. I was like, you know what? This thing, like, I feel like it holds a lot of hundreds of years of distorted shit going on. I don't know. I don't like the vibe all the time. But if you have one, I know you vibe yours up, and it is just so dang dope because everything's just a vibe. You know what? That's why don't let what don't work for one not work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if it worked for you, then forget me, really. But yeah, so California was great. I grew a lot, and I loved it. And I stayed there until my daughter went to college. So I thought I was gonna be in California. Like I was like, and then there was this a year or so before my daughter started explaining to me that she was really going away to college and mommy was not going to have her baby because I did not realize, I don't think you quite get it when it's happening. When it's going through it, you just don't know you ain't feeling right. Like something wrong. You mean, I don't have to do everything anymore, but you don't say it like that. You say like you want to still do things for them. So it's a transition. And then couple that transition with the empty nester and then the divorcing after being with somebody for years, that 1 year, just that 1 year out of all of that. Oh my gosh. It's been a great year. I learned a lot about myself. I mean, I look now and look at this place and go, how did I ever think this was me? Why am I here? But I understand to be safe. But what I'm saying is, I'm so not this anymore. And the only reason why I say that is I didn't know who I was when I first got my divorce. Of course, I didn't fully understand the new me, but being in a new house, I learned a lot about myself. And really, for me, the traveling taught me a lot about myself. That's why right now that wall is my favorite wall because that represents the stuff that I had from my travels. So I really do like things. So I don't want to give away or just like this man statue, African man statue, and African woman statue on the other side. That's staying with me. Even though the stuff up there, like the stuff, the Cameroon mask, the clock of Africa, the hat. So yeah, they're like things that the books, the African books, like that's still me because the me that I am in the U.S. is this is why the world what the world is going to get is based on the me that grew up here. So I do believe, and I would like to know what it feels like to hold on because I know on a spiritual level we're doing it already, and I won't go there on here. I got a class for that, but so many ways I could go. But anyway, I know that that moving is natural and normal as you grow. So it's nice to know because I had a daughter all my life, so I never just had really to do with me. Even when I remember, first starting to date. I retired date. I never got to date. I meet a man and we would be together for how many 7, 8 years. Like that was my thing. Like I really had time to know me. And then I would have another man and it would be about the same. I just never, and then I had a daughter, so like I didn't know how to know me. I don't know me. What the hell? And then you're not the same. So yeah, it's great. It was like, it was a perfect place because this place is very insulated except for that door. But I mean, even the way it's built, something that I realized that I don't even need from a townhouse or a house this size. And why? Is the stairs. Not necessary, especially for me. Why? You got to ask yourself, where am I going? Like, where am I going? It's one person. So I will not do the duplex this way. No two like this. No. I would like even a duplex next to each other rather than this. So I don't need the stairs, which you didn't know, you don't know till you know. Definitely this big old this is right now. I feel like this is the biggest. If I was being not as positive, waste spacer room in the house, but really they all are. And they're not because they, what they get to do, they get to display they get to display my stuff, but to whom? Because nobody another thing with this house, the kitchen, it's okay and I like it because it forced me to realize I don't need a big space, but I want a kitchen with a window. That's a really something, I don't know, like kitchen with a window. And just I'm ready for, remember when I first moved into Saxapaha, y'all, I had said to myself, I said I wanted I wanted to have dinner parties. I remember from my California when I lived in the loft with the ex. And I remember saying I wanted to have dinner parties, people over. And let me tell y'all have to admit, I created a space for those that have been watching me for a while. Remember that little dining room nook? That dining room nook was tiny. It was smaller than that whole little room in the front. Yeah, I did that because it was what I wanted it to be, that space to have friends and family. And we did. We had friends over like more than one time. It was exactly what I wanted from that house, that loft that I got it from. But living in the loft, let me compare that. How the comparison? Living in the loft, living in a two bedroom, 1.5 bath townhouse. Uh, I like a mixture of both, but I would the loft in a way a little more better. I didn't know. I'm shocked. I'm gonna say this too. For my style, but I want the mixture of both. I like the loft as far as each room possibly could be a little different. I don't like sameness. I feel like this is like, it's weird. You're in a box. You're in a little box, and you're next to another box, which is the house that's attached to yours. It's too boxy. Now it's trying to have a little something. Like I could see, but it just I don't know. I just think this part is too cut off from there. It's just not. No, the layout. It's just the layout. It's not wrong with the layout. Actually, I like the layout. I just don't like the layout for this part of my life. So this is not a space when people come. My house is very comfortable, very beautiful. People don't stay, and they don't. You can tell they don't want to. It's not. It's not like a staying because I don't know. It's I mean, I do know it's the energy. It's not a house for anybody else. Because if I did numerology, you understand, it's 1111. It's 1 + 1. It's you magnetized by you. It's a very powerful spiritual house. It helps you to be clairvoyant, which means you're going to be more alone. Kind of have a 7 vibe as far as like the spiritual aspect of my home. But 1111 is mostly people going to be with themselves or very interdependent. If that's the most that they'll be dependent, is the closest they'll get to dependent is interdependent. So now they're good for relationships, even close relationships of any kind. Even though it's one and one, it's really you magnetized by you. So it's very heavy because it's very quiet. Very, you could tell very people go to bed probably at a certain time. I mean, so it's a difference. Not a retirement community because there's kids and people, but it's not for a single gal like myself, that's for sure, who has traveled the world, you know. And I think that really is just for where I am now. You know, it's funny coming back from traveling. Like I already didn't really fit into everybody and everywhere, but I think now I fit in even less. I feel, not feel, but it's just interesting. It's hard to have conversations with people because your conversation is just going to be so different and theirs going to be different. And it's like you come back to your home country and you almost feel like this is the foreign language, not where you were. It's the most amazing thing. It's like you got a whole new world. And mine is so deep because I get to travel, but I get to go when I want, where I want, you know, basically how I want. And I think that does, I want more of that. I like that. I likes that. And this lamp. Okay, my Palenque, let me tell you, I want to just say again that these are my two favorite. Everything from Colombia, they're literally my favorite pieces in the house right now. So another reason why I want to keep my place is because I want to store stuff I have for travel. So not my place, but my place holders. That's my furniture. So we're gonna do, yeah, okay. We're gonna do, my assistant sending me messages, I'm sorry. We're gonna be just doing that. Packing, getting rid of, letting go of. I wanna be able that when I leave this house, which is gonna be so wonderful, when I leave this house, everything's gonna be in storage. And all it's gonna be is really the most major big pieces and the most major small pieces. That's it. That's the plan. And so where am I have no idea. Cause I'm like not just playing. Like I'm doing research every day. I'm on a computer or talking to somebody about different places. And I'm doing realistically and what I'm paying now. And so I'm teaching a class on this, how to kind of like have that kind of focus. And all my classes work together. All my virtual online courses you can take from anywhere in the world, they all work together. That's not it's a new thing, but that's what I'm more conscious of, that each class fills. So somebody at any level and any price can go into some part that they need. There are levels now, but they still at least all work together. Sometimes you might not be ready for the 21-day intensive. You might really need to brush up and go get you a maybe master course or even, yeah, that's the only one I can really say. But so anyway, what y'all thinking? I know y'all got other things to do. I done been on here for 45 minutes. You're like, we are trying to work our jobs, okay? Sean says, hey, Sean. Beverly says, hey. Shepard says, yes, Lisa, you have been lit ever since you've been back from your trip. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Miss Sheila. Hey, Beverly, laugh out loud. Lakeisha, hello. Antoinette Lomax, hello, all loving on my home right now. Happy to catch. I'm so glad your home is so beautiful. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Emma. I love living in a smaller place. I am more of a minimalist. Yes, I'm becoming one. I could feel it. Hi, how are you? Hey, Tanisha. I'm good. Hey, Queen, how are you? Hey, Leopard says, Lisa, are you getting rid of the orange unk mirror? If so, please keep it in mind. Oh, sure. Yes, and y'all, stop asking me stuff. I ain't gonna remember nothing. When I get all the stuff lined up, I'll let y'all know. I ain't gonna remember nothing, okay? No, I can tell you now, I'm keeping the orange unk mirror. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's interesting and stuff. It's probably gonna be the littlest things, like all my jewelry, my home decor napkins, stuff like that. I don't have any more shower curtains because I gave those away. So it's definitely going to be. But it could be like I might do that divider, that little display table over there. It might, I could see that being gone. But I won't give away these two Indian chairs because I use them so much. That thing, I'm gonna let that chair go for sure. And like I said, once we get it down, we'll see. I mean, it might get down to sell. See that right there? I love that pot, but I never really got a chance to see it. And I just love that pot. So I would love to see more of this pot. I'm gonna keep this one, but this one my ex gave it to me, and it's no, I don't want it. We're gonna get rid of that. So just little things like that. That pot right here, love this pot. We probably gonna keep it, and I say probably because it's very very pretty, and it looks like a keeper. And just think about things in another environment, y'all. Like I want a spacious. What I want is a spacious kitchen. Yeah, the kitchen, a spacious that two or three women could be in there at once. Like if I invite a sister or some other women in the community, other cultures people cook together, and also I could actually hold classes in my kitchen, and I can do some dope videos with a beautiful kind of open concept kitchen, light coming in. You don't just see. I think you need to see me in something modern because actually I don't really think the loft isn't the choice. Is not even between the loft or the townhouse. I think, believe it or not, I'm looking for something maybe a little more modern. Yes, the style, but of course, and even I feel like I want to go more Afrocentric or Afro boho modern, a little over modern, not as stiff, but more of that, which kind of some will say the minimalist, or you could say Afro minimalist. I know I come up with all the great, but anyway, Afro minimalist, right? Like all of that. So it's the minimalist look. Mine can be, and I'm gonna push the envelope minimalist with color, because you can be minimalist and still have color, and I can see how you can do it now. You just don't have too many, and you make it make sense. So I'm just looking for another way to display. I feel like this next apartment is like where an artist would stay. You know what I'm saying? But just lit with light. So nice size kitchen because I want to think about filming. A nice bedroom that I can fit my queen size bed in. Just in general, sun of course, love sun, deck outside, like similar to what I got. I really like upstairs. I never really complain about upstairs, but not facing other buildings. A little more privacy, a little more nature. Yeah, and yeah, something like that. So but a small, like I really do. I want a pantry. I would like a pantry because my dry goods are important to me. I can put my herbs on the shelf. So a pantry is lovely for my herbs and all that. And like I said, some significant amount of backdoor space. Yeah, not I want to have neighbors. Actually, I want to be in a foreign country with a family that live in a duplex next door. Like I don't mind that. I want to be close enough to the locals that become your family, and I want to still have to go in my own place. I want the best of both worlds. That's not that hard to get in another country. So yeah, so I'm just so let's like we're looking mentally everybody for a like expansion. So when you see it, you know how it can be small, but it looks small. No, it really is small, but we got it, but it looked bigger. Yep, y'all know what I'm talking about. But it looked no, it's not gonna work. But it looked bigger than it looks. It looks bigger than it is. It looks bigger than it is. I want that place. So we'll figure it out. Bathtubs in other countries, I ain't really seen them too much. In Trinidad, there was a place that had a bathtub, but if I live close enough to the beach, that tub will not matter because let me stop saying it don't. The sweating alone in most places is going to get you right. And let me just say this. I know I said I'm not stuck to it even being in South America. I'm ready for the move. Like I might tell y'all that I'm just visiting for now, a place in Africa, a country in Africa that I might be wanting to move to. Like I'm that open, but I know I'm moving, and I know that once I get the place, I start cleaning and packing, then I'll really know where. And that's the I guess the blessings is my job. I'm stuck with where my job is one place. I am a teacher. For those that are new to ask me what do I do, because somebody did ask. I teach online classes. I have another YouTube channel called Blackberry Beauty Academy. and I teach online classes, and I teach people how to really the best version of you that changes just like your wall. So we decorators know, and yeah, and I want a new place to decorate. Yes, and I want to learn Spanish. Yes, I want to learn Spanish. I want to continue to learn languages. I want languages to be like forever in the rest of my life. Languages. So with the plants, I don't know. I'm thinking there actually might be life in this one. I think this one might be actually coming back to life. Could be wishful thinking. I don't really know. We know this one don't have no problem. The snake plant. This one, the fig fiddle leaf. This one, it did fall a little, but some are standing. I think this one has a very much of a fighting chance. This one, I keep trying to tell y'all. This one, all leaves was drooping, but now they standing tall. But this the one that say, I will never die. So whoever gets this plant for me, you got a plant for life. This one says, I will never die. You can replant them. You can take them old pieces out that won't come back, but I will never die. That one is my never die. This one here, it looked like it fought the good fight. It looked like it fought, but this one's a champion now. But because it had new ones about to come, I feel so. This is saddening. For those that are sensitive, you can tune out now because this might hurt y'all. And I don't blame y'all. Look how strong. I like to just focus on the strength and the resiliency. Was this one looked better. It was like it needed a little stress or something. This one, yeah, this one, she be doing it. See, now I'll tell you what, but you can see it was still new one coming, right? Okay, I know it's like the baby. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me just tell you the good news, so we all won't be sad. What I can do, I can tell with this one, if I just cut these leaves off, so let's take it out as misery, new ones would grow. This thing, because what matters is the root, and the roots of this one is another strong one. Yeah, this is a very strong one. So, okay, so anyway, I'm getting like these signs on my phone, I'm sorry. Okay, and then this, yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna keep it and let this be in the sun. I think that one's not coming back. I think this one, I think I'm seeing something here. I just think I see some life. But I don't have many plants left. And then this one, love her. This one's the one that is falling out and still won't die. This still feels good. This one, I don't know if these are gonna come back, but this is a plant too that if I just repot, because that those didn't die, not even in the frost. These, yeah, but all this did. Not die, just, temporarily went to sleep. But yeah. So but I'm gonna give it a few days, If not, because there was a new one coming. So for those that just tuned in, what happened to these was I went away. So I said I travel too much for plants, and I'm gonna keep the snake. And actually, I'm not gonna be here, but but it wasn't that the travel. I didn't go away long. I went for 7 days. I really water my plants once a week, and in the wintertime even less. Maybe not even once a week for all. I water as needed. Some don't need as much. Anyway, I knew when I came back, I still had days before I would actually do it again. That didn't do it. Suddenly, it got really cold. The day I came back was ice cold. And they were outside. I had them outdoors, and I didn't bring it in. And when I remembered how cold it was, I woke up that early, like 6 in the morning. I ran to the balcony, and they were standing straight as the way they were, all healthy. And of course, it went from that ice cold. It must have got down below 20 degrees. That ice, that frost, to a very warm house, probably 75 degrees, because I think I had the heat on. And it went shoot. So as everybody's right, they're in shock. But this one, that's what I'm saying, this was down for the count too. But it actually looked better. That looked like it said, what? When you are like a person, if you travel a lot or you just don't do well with plants, I wish I could tell you. One of the ladies, they're so smart, they can tell you what plant this is. You need to get one of those. You need to get this one right here. The most amazing thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I'm gonna keep snake plants if I could wherever I live. Like this was the ish. I've never seen nothing like it. Fiddle leaf, which people say is hard to grow. This looked horrible in the beginning. It loved being outside. This one loved being outside. This is the new one. That's why I really hope it can come back. But I'm not gonna lie. First, I thought this was not gonna work. When I moved it upstairs, it was so happy. So I think that's gonna make it. I think it's gonna make it. Okay, let me go back. That's what I think. We done had us a good time. We done talked for a long time. Okay. Yes. No. Okay, Southern California vibe is so different from Northern California. Yes, it is. That's true. That's two. I know most Californians either they like one or the other. They don't usually like both, right? Farrah in Love says, Lisa, I see you building your own home in the future. Yes. Architecture that resonates with your spirit. Yes, Queen. Farrah, I love you for that. I totally see that because you know it's all about a movement and vibe. Yes, dear. Thank you. Hey, Vasa. So excited for you. Congratulations on your bold, brave moves. Thank you. Hey, Antoinette. I'm excited for you. Yes, I see you with a bigger, beautiful kitchen right where folks gather. Yes. Keep seeing that for me, Antoinette, because that's what I like that. Like when we did like, yeah, I like that. Lisa, yes, a spacious kitchen with a large island. Yes, Queen, in the center with a smooth top stove. That yes, Queen. Yes, Sheila, that's exactly it. Now I can do my cooking videos, my recipe videos. I can bring in all my fruit. Oh my God. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. As you speak of your plants, you could be speaking and describing women in your class. This is true. This is true. That too. That too. So yeah. So yeah, and these are the strong ones right here. I would say that. They are. This one's amazing. This one looked better than it was upstairs. Everybody likes something different. This one, I didn't think it liked outside as much. This one likes this kind of light. Because I could see this thing came so alive in here in the last 3 days. It must like everything about this room. I clearly now could say it is, oh my God. But Snake was thriving outside because our side never really gets sunny, so it's indirect light. Snake could probably thrive anywhere. But I watched Snake. Snake liked upstairs. So Snake and this fiddle leaf liked upstairs too. It liked that kind of light. This one, I think it didn't love it. I never saw this one actually. Even I could think it is coming back alive. Maybe it'd be a miracle. It looks like it likes this kind of light too. So it's like, your plans. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't really get to know them. I just moved. I should have to know. Yeah, somebody else is gonna know. Yes, but yes, Queen. Yes. So absolutely. It's a wonderful, wonderful world. It's a wonderful, wonderful world. So yeah, the plants will hopefully come back. They will come back and life will be good again. Because there's miracles. And then we got experts out there like some of y'all that know how to bring plants back from the dead. So I've watched it happen. I've watched it happen. It could happen. So, but my main objective is all of them got to go anyway, even the snake. So I only had a few, luckily, and I got one more, the pothos, and that's always grows. Don't you worry. That one loves where it is. It would grow fuller faster if it was in another location, but it's okay that it doesn't. Some plants you don't need to grow that fast, and they still look really beautiful. I think the pothos is that. So plants, give that to your closest friend or somebody that's close that can get them and loves plants. Easy. So yeah, I'm just preparing. I'm ready for the next thing that I can do, and I want to learn another language. I started off this year, April, and leaving for Dominican Republic to learn Spanish. And when I think about it, I can see that that's still my objective, but I haven't gotten to do it yet. I have not learned Spanish. So that's really important to me. Like everybody gotta have at least one thing. That's what I thought. Like this now, like I never thought about it before, but everybody should have at least one thing that they absolutely have to do. Like just one, and I'm just saying one, just one thing in life, just one thing in life that you absolutely like feel like you have to do. It'll be something to kind of live for. And for me, it's to learn Spanish. I absolutely feel like I have to learn Spanish. Tell me, any of y'all have that something in you that you just feel like I have to do that? Like in this lifetime, that's something I have to do. I drop it in the comment box. I would love to hear from you on that one. Like that's the only thing. The only thing is that the moving to another country, that is easy. That one's easy. Moving to me, because now when you travel, I feel like I traveled enough in me. It happens to different people at different times, but I've been traveling, going back to Trinidad for years. So I know I've done some traveling. And I didn't even realize it then because we didn't put all the name, but we didn't vlog about it then. It was just, people around me kept saying, yeah, you go to Trinidad like people go from California to New York. And I wasn't going to Trinidad in the way it was another country. It didn't feel like that to me. It felt like I was just going home, like I was going to New York since I was going to Trinidad. I never had it in like, oh my God, it's international, because it's true. It isn't a whole nother country with a whole nother rules and a whole nother custom, like it is. But it's funny, my mind, the 5 times, 4 times prior I went, didn't compute, but the 5th time, yeah. So Trinidad was always a place for me, that's home. Like I was thinking about Trinidad today and I was like, because I was there for 3 weeks, so I'm good for a while. But I was thinking about Trinidad and Tobago, because I know I'm going to be to Tobago. I said, wow, yeah, that's a place, that's home. When I want to go, I go get fortified. So I love it for that. There's a lot of places that I still want to explore. I'm not a fool. I know that Africa, and I'm going to visit even before I go to live, and I know that. Africa may very well be the last frontier for me. Like, I'll probably go there and be good. But before I get there, I just want to do a few things. I feel like a little girl that's, trying to get her mommy to understand that I just need a little more time before I go to settle on the continent. And so, but I just want to go. I really am going to the Spanish country for many reasons. But to be honest, and this is why I'm telling you this goal is so important to me, it's really to learn Spanish. And to learn Spanish, this is what I keep getting from the universe, that it's going to up my level in many ways. See, in my working life career, even I have goals. People might think, oh my God, the ultimate goal. She has the ultimate goal. She works for herself. She doesn't have to come out in the elements. Because this is all true, right? She gets to eat when she wants, write her classes, teach what she wants. And it sound bomb, don't it? It sound bomb, right? And it is bomb. Listen, y'all, this is what I want you to know. Because there ain't no way you're going to get me up in here to complain. But even for me, what may seem ideal to one where looking like where I am, even I want to go further. Even I want to advance in my career. You know what I'm saying? Like and is there any business women out there? Any business women? Mm. Yeah, man. Even I want to advance in my career. And even if I'm not sure what the career down the road is going to be, I know having travel on, when I say a resume, I don't even literally mean a resume to go get a job for somebody else. I am also a contractor. I have expertise in many areas, but I don't have it in others. So I want to talk to and reach more black women, and most of them in the Americas are in South, Central or Latin America. A lot of them. So it's going to be an asset. I may be able to do translation or interpreter or translator. I just open the world up. And I mean, this is all still working for myself. I can do podcasts in Spanish and English. I mean, it's gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to be a student. Like, I'm gonna go get me a teacher, tutor, going to school, whatever it is. I'm looking it up and find the school so I could. This is what I'm going for. It's like, so my child went away to college. I'm going away to learn how to speak this language in the streets and in the classroom. I just, it's just one language. I'm just going to focus on, because if I honestly tell myself, if I go to Africa, I am not going to learn Spanish. I am not going to speak Spanish. That's why I'm not going yet. Like, going as far as I need to, this is what I feel inside. Everybody got to feel what they got to do for themselves, but I'm being called that Spanish is going to be a great asset in my life. So ladies, since I said it and I don't know how, and you don't even know how, let's wait and see in years from now, because we'll still be in touch, if what's going to reveal to us why I need to learn Spanish. So I'm moving for, as far as a career change, I see myself in another setting. I see myself in another place. we need to talk about this Afrocentric home decor and style because you have seen me move from the loft, then I'm moving from here, but you might see that, and thank God for, again, Sharon, she's so fabulous for saying, showing people I'm gonna do it 5, 6, 7 times if I want to. And I just love that. I haven't done it that much, but I mean, she's traveling in her own way. So kudos to her for that one. So for me, I'm here for it. Like, I'm here to have new surroundings, but I do want to do some other things. So yeah, I want my videos. I'm gonna get me a really good camera abroad or before I go abroad, and I want to be in the bigger kitchen and have guests in the kitchen with me. We're talking about in our own image. I want to bring that back, but of course, international style. What? Afrocentric Peruvian, Afrocentric Colombian, all the places, wherever I might live at the time, because I could think I'm going to live in different places until I get the story that I need you know. So I'm so ready for just more and bringing other people and interviewing and learning, teaching maybe bringing my teacher on. But really, I'm also wanting to, of course, get a new website and then also get somebody that can edit my videos. I've been on for years without edited videos. I need edited videos, and I'm not gonna. I decided because I thought I could. I'm not gonna sit down and learn how to do it, and it's okay. I don't need to. I'm gonna learn down. I'm gonna sit down and learn how to do Spanish, though. I'll tell you that one. That's what I can focus on. The only one thing for me, one major thing. I can do a lot of little things all at once. The big stuff, I need to focus, and I'm focused on learning Spanish. But also, there's so many websites that today you could have everything so wonderfully automated, and I still do want to learn about that. But they teach that all over the world. Like, I mean, so yeah, and also yeah, so I want to better myself. I'm leaving because I need to learn the language. I want to have that clout. Some just as much is recognized as getting another degree. A lot of times, and coming back to the States, you're recognized by teaching or living abroad, for learning another language and having it, for understanding the politics of other places. It just up levels you in so many ways. Just in a little bit of time that I visited the 4 places thus far since April. I've learned so much politically that I wouldn't even think about. I would just be in my house living my regular, nonconformist life. And, there's a lot of nonconformists in the world, and I plan on meeting them. So my think about my place. I want an outdoor area that when I wanted to have an outdoor, like I say, dinner party, but we do outdoor things. We have our outdoor tables, outdoor little events. So I want to definitely, want something like that. And I do see myself here eventually just building my own space. Maybe it'll be in Costa Rica. I don't really know, but I want to visit Costa Rica. I want to visit Nicaragua. I got Nicaragua, Costa Rica. I still got Peru. I got places that I gotta go. So I'm just gonna be up in South America. And I think I feel like the final place I'll go in South America is Brazil. And then after Brazil, I'm going to the continent. But right now, because by then, if I could spend 1 year in one country, that'll give me enough Spanish to feel comfortable, I think at least. It could be longer, could be shorter. And then I could start feeling more comfortable going into the other parts of the Spanish speaking Caribbean or the Spanish or South America, one or the other, both. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm excited about the path. Like y'all, I love living and being in another place. The only thing I didn't love about it, I can understand this, I know you can, is that I had to sleep in other people's houses, whether it was other people's Airbnbs. Like, you're right, I should have got the whole one to myself. But to be honest, I'm tired of all of it. I know I'm gonna be tired of the hotels too. Like, I need a place to live in South America. Like, do you know how it gets clear to you? It's like, okay, I can't keep going all the way back to the States, and that's a lot of money, and I'm halfway not there, but I just paid rent like I was. That's ridiculous, right? That's number one. And then it's like, wait a second though. I really want to be here and prefer this. The only thing that I go home for is a sense of home, which really means where my bed and sofa is. Okay, that's where you live. Wherever your bed and your couch is where you live, right? So when it was down to that, it was like, okay, you have both the best of both worlds. Get you your own place. You know how to do it. You did it in the DR. You had your own place. You could have rented it forever if you wanted to. But again, that's why I don't want a furnished place. I know people be like, "Oh my God." Let me tell you, these other countries, a lot of these other countries, there was a wonderful furniture maker in DR. As a matter of fact, DR had quite a few straight up furniture makers, but I knew the one, Pedro, if you are watching, friend of my other friend, Pedro, just in Puerto Plata. So I know somebody will say, yeah, I called the Puerto Plata. Excellent furniture maker. There are furniture makers. So my sister who said, designing my own home, there are furniture makers that can make me what I really want. I don't like this couch. It's just comfortable. That's it. There's nothing about when I cover it. I still don't like the shape. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm not a great couch. Everybody knows it. Even when I color it in my mind, it's a shape that it's just not necessary. So I want my furniture custom. It don't be expensive as you think. Some of this junk we buy, because they sell junk for a lot, because they let you get it on credit, but it still be junk. We paid more than we would paying for the custom made furniture. Really, would I pay for this the 500-600? Oh, they could make me some laid out with two more chairs to match. You know what I'm saying? For $600, y'all, I could have mud cloth in black, white, brown, blue, indigo, into upholstered into chairs, and be ready in 2-3 days, maybe the same day. Living in South America. Like, can you imagine that I could literally get what I want, and it would pay for somebody and their families. Sorry, that means it's time to go. Okay, I'm all lost in space. Low battery, of course. But anyway, so I can get the stuff. We just gonna let me show y'all a whole new world, a whole new world out there, right? So that's what I'm about. Yeah, so that one I wanted to tell. I scoped that. I was like, oh, ish. You can get your own furniture made out here for less than I'm telling you this. I know this for a fact, not for fake. Okay? Yes. It for the good fight, girl. It for the good fight, Sheila. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Yes. Yeah. Shia says, hey, Lisa Marie, I have to finish my two books, one novel, one self-help. Take some culinary classes, learn the Italian language. Thank you, and work with a personal trainer and fitness expert. Yes, you just have to do that, right? It's got to happen. Hey, Elena. Elena says, yes, I hear you. I'm learning Spanish also. Yay. You are a true blessing to us all. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Zama. Peace and blessings. Sharon Dubois. Woo, that much mud cloth furniture. Girl, for pennies. Oh, wait and see. Zombie says another idea to make some cash here and there while in South America could be, yes, to teach English as a second language in South America. You could possibly do it in college or as a tutor in your home. Let me say this. I would love to do that. I actually want to do it because I truly, I've been thinking about it, Queen. So Zama, thank you. I was thinking, I'm an algebra teacher, and you really get to meet people from the culture that you want to learn about. And in other countries, being a teacher is looked upon as a high and respectable status. So it's a lot about it that sounds good, and it'll be interesting. So I'll see, but on some level I want to do it, but I also want to be free. See, this is the good thing is even though I know that, I need more of a challenge in my career, the good thing is everybody, which is so great. I I don't I don't need to make money. Like I don't have to go get a job to make money. That's the greatest thing of my life, y'all. I have my work. My work is with my ladies. And I can take that around the world because it's all virtual anyway. That's the greatest. Thank you, Creator. Let's light a candle for the good. Let's give thanks when we have. I'm thankful for that. So I always remember that. Like I started saying I want to teach English second language. No, I don't. No, I don't. Mm-mm. No, I don't. I don't want to do things because I don't have to. I mean, like, what she about? But I'm what I'm saying. I like she gone. She out here. No, but when I thought about, because I thought the work of it, nah, and I don't even have to. I will. I'd rather create another class because I am a wealth of information. And as I travel around the world, you ain't going to be able to find me, let alone stop me. Like I am a wealth. Say, make, hey, y'all want a positive affirmation? Repeat after me. I am a wealth of information. I sell information. No, I have swore for a long time. Ask family members and lovers of my life, they will share this with you. I've decided a long time ago never to do just things for money because I've done it and could have jumped out the window. Like it was horrible. Like I was like, ooh, is this called working a 9 to 5? You hate it? Oh hell no, I ain't gonna do this no more. And I vowed to never work hard like that. I work with what's naturally given to me, which is the gift of being a vessel to the divine. So, girl, I'll make up a class. When I say make up for me, I mean I will create a class. But so yeah, I don't think I'll do that. But thank you, because I thought about it for a hot second and I thought, wait a second, you can't even think traditionally. You can't even go living to another country, even thinking traditionally, because you're not in a traditional role. That's what stops me from when I get mad when somebody say something, and I'll be like, just to, like I feel like they're being mean or whatever, but they don't understand. In my mind, then I go, no, Lisa Marie, you're the one that's not understandable. You're in a hole. My sister has to remind me sometimes, and my ex remind me, I don't work outside of the home. I don't have a baby or a husband. I'm not location dependent, in other words, which is, and I'm also teaching classes to teach you how not to be dependent. You want to be location independent. So I don't really have to do more work. It's just going to come out of ways. Like I said, I can see me expanding the in our own image, and maybe it being picked up in Europe and other places first before it even comes to America. Just opening up the market. So still doing my creative stuff, but at least now I'll be able to communicate with the people that might be in the Spanish speaking market. So just that whole thing, because one thing that I noticed in the Spanish, when I went to many people's houses while I was in the few countries that I've visited, and I'm including Sapelo Island as one of them, no one had anything on their walls that indicate Afrocentricity, with the exception, I will say, of the pictures of their family, which I consider that Afrocentric, like style, design, and style to me. And maybe the woman that made the dolls, although I didn't even, yeah, I think she might have a doll or two around. And that's enough and that's okay. But a lot of it is, old school. In Sao Paulo, maybe the white Jesus, and other places it was always mother, madre, mi madre. And, it wasn't Afrocentric. I never saw one home that I was in. So I would love to, be that home that has an Afrocentric vibe in South America or Latin America. I'm not saying all of it. I'm saying where I've been. And I've mostly been in Latin America, meaning Spanish speaking Caribbean. Colombia was the first time, and I was in a white guy's home, so that was okay. I don't think I would have saw too much probably different than the black home, but I can't say that for sure. I can't say that for sure. So I would like to just explore, so kind of see what happens, maybe a cookbook in Spanish and English, definitely a channel, and then also I'll be able to interview Afro Peruvians, Afro Dominicans, Afro Colombians that don't speak English. I could actually talk. So even my interviews for the portion of In Our Own Image, what I love about In Our Own Image, with the whole name of it, which is so wonderful, is it's saying In Our Own Image means in black skin, but in black skin in Colombia. And so now I'm really bringing some. You thought In That Own Image on that way, what I knew was bringing something different to the marketplace. Can you imagine first just showing an Afro Peruvian, and then allowing them to speak for themselves and show us how to make something in the kitchen or in the shed? This is gonna be dope. An Afro Colombian, an Afro Guatemalan, an Afro Honduran. I mean, it's endless. It's endless where we could go with this. So yeah, so that's what I was thinking. But I still want to say thank you because I was thinking on that line, and then I said, wait a second, I don't have to think like that. Lisa, I've been feeling you on so many levels. Thank you, Deidre. Somebody feeling me? Thank you. I know I sound really crazy, but I'm glad when you feel me. Okay, you are my Leo sister, and I'm listening eagerly. Thank you. You're very welcome. Do you know how good that feels on this channel to hear that? Because I know some is like, this is not that channel. Sharon, but it's my channel. Sharon says, the freedom you have in your career and business is priceless. Yes, not being chained to a job is so admirable. Thank you. Thank you, y'all, and thank you for taking those classes. And I'm helping your chip through, y'all. It's not the just walk in and you think you took a business course. Now you should learn how to do business. No, 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 no. A lot of us got a lot of stuff that we're not looking at in our everyday life, but we want to skip all of that and say, I should have my own business. You should, and I'll give you tools on first a spiritual and then physical and an emotional level of why it's not happening, but how it could. Realistic and real. You know, I've been doing this on YouTube, this part of it for 10 years. And prior to that, I was in Oakland High District for 6 and was doing this. I was doing it independently for 4. So I've been doing this for 20. I didn't realize that when I was working for the schools that I was, in a sense, I was an entrepreneur. I was bringing literally my program, myself and the other brother, E.W. Wainwright, we were bringing our program to you. And you were paying us what we asked for. It was a great time. I'm telling you, I went from welfare. Yes, I was on it with the EBT card too, though. I can tell you that story too, but I don't remember that story. That story had to be forced. That came. I don't remember that story, but I'm just trying to show you is being honest. Working for yourself is great, especially if you can do it at home. But I was telling you, but then there's levels to that because you stay stuck and stagnant. You feel like you can't give your audience, or in my case, it's my clients. So I'm moving because I want my clients to have the greatest experience. And I feel like I'm capping here, even at a certain salary, sometimes going below because I've not moved on to the next level. And the next level is globally marketing to black women. But I need a couple of things. I need a tight website. I need tight videos. Like y'all enjoy these. These will be like in the archive. We're gonna be doing nice, clear, beautiful, few-minute videos. Now they're gonna be in depth still. They're just gonna be set in places where it's easier and more enjoyable to watch. I'm going to up level. I'm going to, and a lot of countries in South America, I'm going to get my teeth like healed, like all nice and my teeth straightened where I could see. Because I didn't get, to ladies, if you ever do this, you probably know this. If you ever get a tooth taken out, make sure they replace it with something else. I got my tooth extracted some years ago, maybe almost 10. And the doctor, black doctor, he did tell me you want to replace it with something. I forgot what he suggested. Or the teeth will naturally move to fill up that space. Has anybody else ever had anything happen like that? Because that sure happened to me. So your teeth start moving straight up just to fill up the face. It's just crazy. Besides, I always had periodontal, so-called disease. So I'm gonna go. These other countries, their dental is second to none, really, and the prices are amazing. Like I'm gonna go and up level myself, my inner and my outer self. And that is what I'm selling. Pure. I want to show people that you can eat well and healthy wherever you are in the world. But if I am not living in the world to do it, I can't. So everybody up levels when me as a business owner up levels. And I want to hit some past ceilings that I've obviously energetically created. I energetically created a ceiling, but there's levels that I know I can be, and I don't even have to be famous to do it. I don't really have to change to do it. Everything in my message will just be clearer and reach more people. So I consider this a move. Don't you? I know none of you are like this. Sitting in a place when you know it just feels like you could be doing something else. Nobody wants that. And so I think when we get ideas to up level, don't let it think that, oh my God, I'm so old. I'm 52. I'm not supposed to up level you. But wait, are you 52 and your child is grown? Are you 52 and are not married, whether you've never been married or you've been married and divorced? So everybody, like I work from, I'm, I'm not dependent on, if anything, location, I think will help my business because y'all gonna really get happy seeing me up in Peru or Honduras, or Guatemala, like you are. Y'all don't know it yet. And a lot of y'all do. You're gonna be like, yes, get your life. Yes. With my nice lighting and my tell you about the massage I just paid $10 for. You know what I'm trying to say? Me looking like 20 years younger. I looked at my videos. Listen, y'all, this is another thing. I laughed at so hard for my own self. I was like, yo, what's so wonderfully great is that I document this stuff through these videos. And when I see myself in another country, y'all need to go back to the damn videos, even looking at yourself. I'll be like, yes, and oh, and yes. Wait, I gotta laugh. Wait a second. Let me take a minute. Like it's the most like yes and yes. I just turn into this like feminine being. I'd be like, I'm going downstairs and talk some Espanol, like, and let's go to the tienda, let's go to the colmado. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's go. Yo, let me tell you what I just did. I got up in a mud volcano. Have you done that today? Why are we here? But my biggest thing that, and I mean, when I say my truth desire, where I never was clear, fully clear about my mission exactly and who I was really talking to. Like who I was really, really talking to. But now I'm very clear about my audience. And it's those who really want to change. And those who maybe didn't think that they could or there was no real way, just doing it differently. And really, our differently is doing it better. So I just want to do it better. So yeah, I'm up leveling. I'm up leveling in every way. It can't grow but so much here. Some places you just outgrow it. You just like, ooh, and then like I didn't, it's another channel, but I'll say it anyway. I would like to start dating. I haven't really dated. I mean, yes, I've had, flings. I mean, is that okay to say? Of course, I've had flings, but I haven't had any relationships. So anyway, listen, we got to understand. I'm going to do some research on this. Does anybody know exactly what's going on YouTube where you're got to say now if you're, it's like trick questions. It's like it's a trick question. Do you not feel like it's a trick question? Because I don't understand the question. It's like if you say you're not making it for children and you want to restrict it to only people 18 and over, then of course you don't get paid for ads. So that's a great thing. But if you say it is suitable to children, but then you say something that who deems is not suitable to children, could be anything, then I think you might be dinged or possibility of a fine. So this is interesting. So I'm just kind of, until I understand this better and y'all could actually help me, like what you're supposed to answer. And if I'm not going to get monetized, I don't mind, especially on this channel. So they could just not serve 18-year-olds. But then if you don't want 18-year-olds to see it, then are you going to be suspect as a channel because it just seems tricky and like, I don't know. Yes, I'm ready for, yes, thank you. Yes, I know that's right. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I know I've been talking so much. Okay, yes, Loyal to Life says, yes, I hear financial blessing looking for you. Yes, Queen. Yes. Thelma says, greeting, Queen. Excited for your journey. So thankful for you. Thank you. I'm always watching your videos. Love your energy. I learned so much from you. Yay. Thank you, darling. Yes, I'm ready for change, as Beverly. Yes. Salma says, watching you live your life is definitely an inspiration, sis. Your journey is a blessing. Yes, I love that. That's excellent. That's very high power, what you said. That's a very high frequency statement. She said, your journey is a blessing. And even if you meant that my journey is a blessing to all, I heard you say, our journey is the blessing. You know what I'm saying? I heard that. I extrapolated that. Our journey is the blessing. And it is. You very deep system, very much. And like y'all, I know what I was gonna say. My greatest gift, and this is involves you, Zama, is my greatest joy is that I have somebody. I really want y'all to learn this. I really want you to learn this. I really do. I'm not exact. I really want y'all really think I'm playing. Do you understand? So I'm living in an alternative reality. I truly believe in multi dimensions and alternative realities, which we're going to talk about in the very, very special, if $97 2 hour course where I go all the way in. But it's to show you because I get to be home, but you're at work. And when you got work, if you're not off work, you got other obligations. So I'm not even in the same time frame or source of any of the. With most, well, a lot of people. Some people, when they different places, they do different things, so they might be more available. They might not be. There might be something I have to contend with. But if that's the case, then I want to show you how to do it. It helps me. So I'm not so lonely or producing entrepreneurs that's so lonely that you won't be. Entrepreneurs won't. It's too much. You'll be fulfilling your destiny that time. So I'm doing that, but I would still like to have a couple of good girlfriends on the road where I go. We're living a life like that so that we could up level together. So that is our universe. It already exists. We're going to talk about two in tomorrow's special course. How to create that for real. So, and I'll just give you an example and then you'll get an idea. It starts tomorrow from 1 to 3. It will not, it will be recorded, but nobody will ever see it. It is. I didn't put it on as a link. If you want it, you got to email me at that's THE Blackberry BERY beauty at gmail.com to say I'm interested. And that means I'll send you a link, and then you can purchase, and we will be doing it tomorrow. But I know the reality shifts, and I know that I want that. I would love to have right now. So, example of a girlfriend or two that was actually independently, doing her thing too. And when I say financial, people say financial independence. Okay, so I'm gonna say be careful. I mean, be more specific. I'm financially independent, but I don't. I wouldn't say I'm financially wealthy. Do you understand? I can do. I'm doing okay. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I can do if I was able to have my mind and my money on my mind, bringing in a team, having people. I mean, I'm an empire waiting to happen. Just goddamn. I mean, like shit. Like I'm clear. Like I'm an empire. So I'm an empire, and really, I mean, I'm an empire. And what I do best is lecture, talk, speak, put it all together, and make you understand it. And I am diligent in having 10 more years doing this business because I love it. In all the forms that I will do it, in all the languages that I will broadcast it in. This is my work. I'm looking for my girl. So you looking for that life? I'm be like, girl, you know what? Let's go to Bolivia. I don't want to go by myself. I don't really want to always travel solo. I'm doing, there's another thing in life. Sometimes you got to do the things that you know is going to bring more for everybody, the exposure. I mean, I don't dislike traveling solo either. Don't get me wrong. There's something about it I obviously like too. But I think I would love traveling with a friend as well, especially a good friend. Like, yeah, I think it would be fun. And there's countries that I would like to do that in. And there's not even countries, there's time. So if I can't call you because you got to work the job, we're going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard. So I really do these classes. And the class I'm doing tomorrow, it's like $97 for 2 hours. I need to get this out. And I don't have one channel where I could do that. Believe it or not, where people they could say, hey, I signed up to hear about what she's saying about where she going. So I'm here for it all. It's not going to be no cussing. It's not going to be no hard. It's going to be the most, you're going to feel like you got an hour massage because you're going to be so grateful that there is this opening that exists. And it's a place to have whatever you want. And it's a mental, physical, spiritual space. And you're going to love it. So, and I got to get it out to make it right, to make it real. And I can't do that here. I wouldn't do it here. It wouldn't be fair. I'm doing enough. I'm already, pushing the boundaries of what people expect when they turn and click on these videos with me. So, but these long videos, I figure if you ain't trying to listen that long, you ain't going to be here anyway. Okay, so anyway, but that's how much energy I have running through me. As you see, I'm doing videos all day. I'm sitting down. When you're about to move, like first thing I do is I get it all together in my mind how it's going to happen. That's what really happens. So anyway, this has been a class, and I got how many classes to teach tomorrow? So I'm actually tripping. I'm going on too long. I got lots of classes to teach. I got a 2 hour class in the morning from 9 to 11. Then I have a 12 to 12:30, possibly 12 to 1. And then no, I'm gonna have a 12 to 12:30. I'm sorry. And then I have the 1 to 3. So yeah, we got a lot to do. All right, ladies. Thank you for letting me yapper, yapper, yapper. Oh, 29 people, 24 thumbs up. That is so rad. 28 people. That is so rad. That's so cool. Thank you. Okay, so yes, I'm not sure how those new YouTube rules are going to work. I know it goes into effect on the 10th. Oh, so they practicing. Gotcha. Lisa, can't wait for you to blow up even more and reach a new audience. Yes, I like the new word. You are such an inspiration. You're going places, our sister. Thank you. I really took that from you, Sheila. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Joyce Potts. Every time you get on, I think about Costa Rica. So I know I'm going. I know I'm going because every single time. So I love it. So yeah, yeah, I want to go. I'm ready. I'm ready for my good. So I'm gonna go beautify myself in South America, learn the language, get a little younger, eat well, learn myself, and then we are going to the continent because I could feel it. I wasn't ready when I wasn't ready, but I could feel myself getting closer. I'm still not ready, but I could feel it, and I'm gonna be there soon. I know it. All right, Queens, have a beautiful, blessed evening. Thumbs up, yes, y'all. Thank you so much, Blackberry Beauty. No, the Blackberry Beauty at gmail.com for that secret, hidden masterclass. That only 2 hours tomorrow. Just write that to me, and we will have you in. It starts at 1 o'clock. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, ladies, I'll see you in the next video. So let's start looking at the house, and I'll probably like this wall or something because I really love it covered. I'll probably just keep this up to the end, but we'll see things start to dismantle. Love ya. Take care, darlings. Peace and blessings.